Good afternoon, 8-1. What we're going to be doing today is going to the lab to work on your microscope. So what's going to happen is you are going to walk into the lab and you are going to see 7 stations set up at the lab. Because there's 7 stations, you're going to have groups of 3 and there will be 1 or 2 groups of 4. So once you've gone to your station, with your group of 3 or 4, you are going to receive a handout. Handout looks like this. When you get here, you are going to unpack your microscope. You're going to unwrap your cord. Plug it in. Once you have your microscope unwrapped, plugged in, turn it on. So you'll see the light has come on. And what you're going to do is you're going to follow your worksheet question by question. So the first part talks about the magnifications. Your objective lens will be one of the lenses that you see here. So you're going to start with 4, 10, and 40. Your ocular lens is going to be 10 times, and you're going to fill out that magnification chart. The next thing that you're going to see is it's going to ask you to prepare a wet mount slide of a lowercase e. So I have included a lowercase e in your lab preparation, as well as 2 slides for the 2 different parts of this experiment. So to prepare a wet mount, what you're going to do is you're going to take one of your slides. You're going to see that there's a slide cover on top. You're just going to grab the slide cover off. Make sure that you don't touch the slides with your fingers if you can help it, to prevent against fingerprints on your slide. So once you've gotten your slide off, you're going to take a dropper and a beaker of water. You're going to take a little bit of water up in your dropper. You're going to put a drop onto your slide. And you're going to take your E and you're going to drop it down on top of the drop of water. Once you've done that, you're going to take your dropper and you're going to put another small drop on top of your E just to make sure that it gets wet. Not too much water, or your slide will move around. You're then going to take the slide cover and you're going to drop it on top of that E. So you can see the slide at the bottom, the letter E, and the slide cover on top. You're going to take that slide, you're going to put it onto your stage. Use your clips to get it in. You're going to start at your lowest magnification. So you can see here, it's a little blurry, but your lowest magnification is going to be that 4 times magnification. Okay, you're going to use that microscope. You're going to find the letter E through the microscope. If you need to move the slide, you're actually going to have to move the slide. You cannot move the stage, so you're going to have to move the slide within your clips to move it around to find the letter E. Once you've found the letter E there, you're going to use your coarse adjustment knob that's here, the big one, to find it. And then once you found it again, you're going to use this fine adjustment knob that's on the bottom to get it into focus. Once you've gotten it into focus, you can turn your lens so that you can hear that click. And you're going to go to the 10 times, and you're not going to touch the coarse adjustment knob. You're just going to touch the fine adjustment knob, and you're going to adjust it again. Find the E. Turn. Some of the 40 times are very difficult to see. Not all of them will work on the microscopes. So if you can find it on the 40 times, great. If you can't, just use what you have from the 10 times. And again, you're going to use this fine adjustment knob to figure out where your E is. Okay, once you're done with your E, you're going to end up preparing a second wet mount later on, question 3. So as you're working with the E, you're going to answer questions 2, flip the page, all the way through to the end of 2 here. For question 3, you have to prepare a wet mount of 2 overlapping hairs. You can just grab hairs, don't cut them, just try and pull them out. The darker the hair, the better. They're easier to find. So once you've done that, you're going to prepare another wet mount with your slides of hairs. You're going to put it again under your microscope. You're going to find what you need, and you're going to answer the questions. You will have 2 periods to get this done. It should be handed in by the end of the second period. At the end of the second period, you are going to go back to the classroom and work on your math for your unit test on Friday. Make sure that when you are done, you are going to unplug, you're going to turn off your microscope. The slide is going to go into a beaker that is located on the teacher station. You'll see slides in there. You're going to put it in there. The microscope is off. Unplug it. Wrap it around. Pack it back up. And you're going to leave it nicely where you found it. So have a great afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow morning.